Welcome to Bold Talk series where creativity, leadership, ideas, and innovation come together. My name is Ludvik, and today I have a privilege to have a short one-on-one conversation with Pablo Filomeno Farrerons, co-founder and CEO of Get Feeder. Pablo, great seeing you, and welcome to Bold Talk series. How are you?
Very good, and thank you for inviting me. Such a pleasure.
Well, great seeing you, and looking forward to this conversation. Pablo, give us an overview of Get Feeder and what made you start Get Feeder.
Okay, well, basically, what made me start is that I actually I spent over 15 years in the digital marketing industry, creating many video campaigns, marketing video campaigns. I was marketing manager up and down in companies, agencies, and I remember feeling that there was something missing. I remember thinking, okay, we're spending so much money, resources, time, creativity, amazing teams working and putting things together. In the end, we just get like a click CTR, numbers. And I remember thinking, okay, there's something missing here. I mean, do people actually like what we're doing? Do people actually pay attention to our work? We are actually impacting people, and those are our work worth. And yeah, that kind of was the first spark that started the project. So I decided during the pandemic, I decided to create with my co-founder, the CTO Mauro, my best friend actually. We decided to put together this idea, and eventually we came up with what Feeder is nowadays, which is a predictive AI meant for understanding audiences, understanding how audiences react to video contents in real time using a facial recognition technology.
Wow, that's very unique, Pablo. How are you? Is there any platform out there in the market, and if yes, how are you different from others?
Yeah, I mean there are, and I've been discovering every day discover new platforms and new technologies. There are a lot of technologies working under the facial recognition technology for tracking how people react. In the end, we haven't discovered anything. This is something that it has been started in the 70s by Paul Ekman and all the when they started standardizing the whole emotion tracking. Um, there are actually amazing projects such as iMotions, Realize. I mean, I love what the job they're doing. What I understood is that I didn't want to be like them. I mean, I'm a digital marketeer, and I all this idea came out because I needed to understand whether my performance was good or not, and whether I was communicating good or not to people. Okay, so I decided to give it a different approach. So this would be one of my biggest differentiations, and it's basically that we have created an algorithm for translating emotions into KPIs. Basically, because facial recognition gives you an emotional analysis. Every single micro expressions that we humans do is linked to one of the basic emotions: happiness, fear, sadness. And I thought that all of this is done, and it's brilliantly done. Okay, and then people is doing amazing jobs on that. But if you're not a psychologist, if you're not an expert in neuromarketing, you won't be probably getting much added value to an analysis of happiness. It's nice to is something nice to know, but it's I don't know if that is something that brings a lot of added value to a business table, to a marketing table. So we developed this algorithm for translating these emotions into actual KPIs like attention, validation, I don't know, impact, engagement, rejection, something that is almost tangible, I like to say.
Hmm. Interesting. So, Pablo, as I understood based on our conversation earlier, you started the what is it called?
Techstars.
Techstars, yeah, Techstars Accelerator Program. What made you get on board with that program, and how do you see that's going to benefit you for your?
Well, actually, I'm actually seeing it already. I mean, I've started it in in March,
Mhm.
and yeah, actually, I applied to a Techstars programming last year, but we didn't get in, and it was in Minnesota, that program. But mean, eventually we get we keep communicating between the two parts and everything, and now this opportunity came out late February, 1st of March. They said, "Hey, there's a spot in the London accelerator," and I mean it's a perfect fit for Feeder, as we are mostly targeting media agencies, advertising agencies in London. I mean, we're from Spain and we're in Barcelona, so getting ourselves a spot in a program like that, it's an opportunity that you cannot say no. So yeah, when they call me and they say, "Hey, you want to join?" I mean, it's now or never. I definitely didn't thought about it. And what are they giving to the company? I mean, apart from of course funding, which is in our type of companies, it's something absolutely necessary. I would say an amazing tons and tons of insights and resources and connections, and I mean, we've done like for 2 weeks we have done almost 90 meetings with incredible mentors with, I mean, amazing backgrounds that you wouldn't believe. So I have been like meeting incredible people and taking notes, and most of all, I've been validating the whole project and trying to put ourselves in the right track.
So making the product offering great for agencies and the brands.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and and I would say most of all ready for a bigger market. I mean, we have been growing here in Spain, and that's okay and it's perfect. But of course, my vision becomes bigger and bigger as the years. I mean, as the times go by and everything. So yeah, I mean, we needed to get ready for an international market, and it's easier to get a spot in the UK, and after that maybe think in the States or whatever. But yeah, it's a complete different mindset.
Are you exploring an area where now, like, Apple's moved with Vision Pro in the spatial computing? Are you exploring that area in terms of how this can evolve, given the fact that this particular product from Apple is quite promising, especially in the world of the in the entertainment and professional
Yeah.
world. So,
I mean, not under a professional way of thinking. I mean, because in the end, our technology works using a camera, and that camera needs a facial recognition and our algorithm to work and to give the insights and the data. I'm exploring it as a nerd, and, and as someone that is always trying to be aware of what is going on and what will come.
right.
But yeah, I mean, in the end, our technology is just facial recognition, and I try to keep ourselves the most narrow, narrow thinking possible, because it's so easy to try to open doors, and everyone sees opportunities. But yeah,
Pablo, what inspires you to continue innovating, and how do you keep your motivation high during when you get a challenge, right? When you have a challenging times.
yeah, we have been through a lot. I mean, we would need like 2 or 3 more chapters to explain what happened over the last 4 to 5 months. I mean, it has been like this. I think that is definitely something that keeps me motivated. I mean, not knowing at all what is going to be tomorrow. I think it's something that I have always enjoyed. Okay, I mean, it's
So
something
you
that
so
makes
so
me.
you're enjoying the uncertainty, the being
I I I
uncomfortable
definitely do.
zone.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I definitely do enjoy like creating opportunities from uncertainties, and trying to understand why is something happening and what can we do for that. And it's something that I try to talk a lot with my team. And for example, this week, yesterday, I had a meeting that with a partner, and I had to explain to my team that it's something that it's ending, even though it's something that could be negative. I'm trying to be not too specific. It's a huge opportunity for us for growing and for learning of what we have done, what we have done wrong, and what we will be doing good. So yeah, I mean, I try to keep this type of mindset in my day by day. What keeps me working is that I truly believe in what we're doing. I think, I mean, if I manage to somehow get things done according to my roadmap, uh, I think that yeah, maybe in 2025, 2026, we will have an amazing product um, doing incredible things for many verticals, not only for marketing, but also we're jumping in the movie theaters industry, in the television industry. So with I actually believe in my vision.
Okay. Well, more you believe in your vision, better chances for winning, right? And so
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
that's the way how I see myself. Like I need to convince first myself in order to go out to the
exactly,
marketplace to sell to somebody, right? So unless I'm
exactly,
sold, I cannot sell. That's my nature.
absolutely.
Now, where do you find inspiration for creativity in your work, and how do you encourage your team to think creatively?
I, even though it might sound a bit obvious, I think I would say that I try to find at least inspiration in every single uh, thing that surrounds me. I mean, I'm not looking actively for inspiration. I mean, I try to get inspired for everything that mm, I have around me, and then something that might happen, and I try to find possible application and how would I would work with that, or I would talk this or that. It can be a book, it can be a video game, it can be a conversation that I have in a cafe. I mean, I'm not like actively looking for, but I know I'm inspired by many things. And how I try to to talk this about with my team. I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to do it. I mean, I think I am transmitting my values and my passion, and but in the end, I mean, I don't want to I don't want to mm, become obsessed with that. I mean, I've been working in other companies for other people, and I know what it is like just being here and get your salary and everything. And I I I I would say that I'm more focused on get a good work environment instead of trying to get everyone on board. Like, hey, this is the best project. Well, I mean, I can be super motivated, but I want people to be happy and to work being in a safe environment, in a you know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah, of course. And I truly believe that progress means happiness, right? There's no progress,
yeah, absolutely,
even if it's tiny progress, as long as you are moving yourself and your team towards that, there is happiness at the end of the game.
exactly,
And also, I agree with you. Like, finding happiness in all these little things, because a lot of people, what I see is that they're trying to achieve certain things to be happy, but you're not going to be happy if you're just waiting for that moment to happen to you
exactly,
then to be
exactly,
happy. You got to be happy throughout the
exactly.
whole entire time, no matter what. And I learned this really, like, even something bad happens to me or to someone on the team, instead of like cursing and going crazy or shouting or whatever or being upset, I just say good. Just
Yeah,
let's find good out of it.
100%. Yeah,
And there's always
exactly.
a good out of any situation. And I think that's a great way to put it for you. And also because unless you are focusing on that positivity, it's hard to bring that overall happiness.
And it's very frustrating. I mean, I have found myself twice, I would say, during my working life, um, going to work, being sad, and it's I would say it's one of the saddest things that I mean you could possibly go through in your life. I mean,
Yeah.
because in the end you spend 8 to 10 hours a day working, so if you're not happy in your, I mean, we spend a lot of time together, and I'm not asking people to believe in the project. I mean, just come here and then be okay. Just be cool coming here. And if you want to work from home, don't worry. I mean, I just want, for me, this is very, very important because I've been very frustrated working from other people.
Yeah.
And yeah,
That's
that's
great.
very important for me.
So, Pablo, how do you, or what do you go for in terms of materials or go-to person or for leadership? Like, what do you do to improve your leadership skills?
Reading as much as I can from leaders that I admire. Now I'm finishing the book from the Patagonia CEO president, Cunard. Yvonne Cunard. I mean, I'm saying the name
Yeah,
terribly, but anyway, and I'm actually learning a lot. I'm taking notes from that book. I've read also, yeah. I mean, there are many. I try to read as much as I can, and I used to switch between fiction, and when it's not fiction, it's always like some leader or somebody that can give me some tips.
yeah. Well, you're from Barcelona region. You're not that far from Zara headquarters. I read this book, The Man from Zara. I love those kind of
Yeah,
books, and it's truly fascinating
I
how.
haven't read it. I'm not I'm not a super fan of Amancio Ortega, I have to say, but I think it's because I don't know, he's like the powerful man here. But I mean, I don't have any background to to defend this thing.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying like it's I love reading books of individuals who
Yeah,
build incredible companies and
yeah,
looking at all those details that they spend to make things happen is just incredible. And every
it's
time
incredible. Yeah,
anytime you read these kind of books, it just gives you an idea what you can do and how you can incorporate this into your company.
my
Pablo,
if I can, sorry, if I can, my two favorites, my recommendations, both written by the same author. It's Open by Andre Agassi and Shoe Dogs by Phil Knight, the founder of Nike.
okay.
They both, I mean,
I
both changed my
haven't
life.
read I haven't read any of these two books,
Incredible.
but I will take that recommendation from you, and I'll put that on my
Yeah.
reading list. So that's good. So Pablo, what does bold mean to you? Like a word bold?
Um, mm, Apart from not having hair, uh, like
Yeah.
being fast, having being, I don't know if in English it's the same. Maybe I'm saying it wrong, but for me one of the most or the biggest things that describe a bold people and is being empathetic, like understanding people and understanding the others and acting accordingly to it.
Nice.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Good way
Yeah.
to put it, and good way to end this
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I
Pablo,
haven't prepared, I have to say.
thank you for being in this talk this Bold Talk series.
Thank you.
Congrats for making the TechStars program and to your progress. I remember we had a conversation a year ago,
Yeah.
so I've seen some great progress. Thank you for joining me in
Thank
this
you very much.
talk series. Until next time, take care, uh, be great, and we say always be bold. Cheers.
Yeah. Thank you. Cheers.